As you saw the Weavers Guild, training up folks ain't my strong suit. If you're happy to take the lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. Think you could ask the locals if they spotted any strange creatures flying around? As for me, I'll study your technique, see if I can brush up my social graces and whatnot. Double check if there's anything special around these parts. There isn't. Cool. A flying beast? Why yes, of late we've had sightings of such creature. More and more each day. We're looking into it ourselves, but there have been no reported attacks, nor can I provide a more detailed description. Research can't say if it's the same one you're after. Alright. I just want to try around speaking in weird dialects and voices and whatnot. Discuss the hunt. Yeah, when I was on a ship here, I heard about this hunt your local company seemed to be running. Got a system like that back in Tyrol too. Many for dealing with the Tyrol withdrawal. Naturally, bulk of the work was handled by Vipers. But ever since the Dawntrail came power, scope's expanded to cover a wider range of threats. These days, pretty much anyone can take on jobs. There's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Tyrol, maybe you ought to give it a try. Alright, will do. Whole lot of people here. We got cities of our own back in Tyrol, but it's something else. You know, to become a Viper, traditionally you've got to live in this remote village in the mountains, where you learn all you can about the habits of various beasts. Ain't much else to do out there, so anytime you got it to yourself, you're expected to spend honing your skills. Once training is done, you're free to roam where you please. There ain't many Tyrol withdrawal that need hunting. They can't spring up pretty much anywhere in Tyrol, so many say it's good to keep on the move. Me though, choose to stick around even after I finish my training. Give me a chance to work on my swordsmanship. Instead of going out looking for work, folks came straight to us asking for help. That's how I got complacent and fell into the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking, negotiating with outsiders. Even my passagee was arranged by an acquaintance. You suck. What? Winged creature? Oh well. Only heard the rumors. Like, say it has a dozen faces, is ringed with rads, wrinkled tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from its eyes. Of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre species from distant lands. The trouble with rumors is that they grow ever more fanciful with each retelling. Well, damned if I know how you did it. But you and your silver tongue got to use information about the folks. Even if none of it amounted to a solid lead, knowledge that June hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet, it's a clue all in itself. I reckon it's taking its time to get the lay of the land. The lie of the land. Can't speak even. Having only just arrived here. Right. Now I've seen the master at work. Gonna try my hand at talking to the locals. Now, don't get ahead of yourself. Best way is to learn. The best way is to learn by doing. The best way to learn is by doing, is what I would have said, but whatever. Couldn't agree more. Besides, faced meaner foes than a few tight-lipped city folk. If I make a fool of myself, so what? Just ask someone else. It just so happens I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home that I can sell to keep myself fed. Might take a while to find any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being. Oh, hello there. So, those are the ones who slew my pets. Interlopers on the hunt for my next darling prize. Little do they know it's lost interest in Thanalan. Just as well. Its fickle nature might yet bring us greater delights. I wouldn't put much faith in the hearsay if I were you, but I suppose even exaggerated rumors of flying creature are some use to you, yes? Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while, though. So come see me later. And don't forget to practice your viper techniques. Viper in the read for all shadows. Good to see you, Laverne. I thought I'd ask you around, dig up some new leads on Ixoc Summer June. Or at least I think I did. Wasn't easy, though. First, the only stories of interest were about Credanian poachers dealing in so-called exotic meats. Juveniles, in other words, too young and too dead to be what we are after. That detour notwithstanding, there were a few other tidbits that might be useful. Got my own thoughts on the matter, but I want to hear yours too. Alright? Sure. Much obliged. So I hear an adventure came across a whole bunch of strikingly beautiful red feathers just outside of town. They ended up giving them to some kids who've been playing with them ever since. More to the point, was talk of a huge beast with glowing blue eyes, flying off towards a place called the Black Shroud. Red feathers, blue eyes? Put it together and that sounds an awful lot like Ixoc Summer-June. Seems I had enough of Thanalan and picked the Shroud as a new stamping ground. But what's you taking on it all? Promising lead? Sounds good? Huh, I knew you'd agree. After the amount of mystery meat, I had to sample just to squeeze information out of these butchers at Market. Glad it all paid off. As for our next move, I reckon we ought to take an airship to Gridania. From what I hear, a fellow by the name of Gavin over at the Other's Nest should be able to tell us more. I'll meet you there. How might I help? I'm after Troll Vidra. Searching for this dangerous creature that's come over from another continent. I see. As it happens, I'm aware of a beast that matches the description of this Ixoc Summer-June. Our scouts spoke of its blue eyes and red rings, and of its aggressive nature leading it to attack any who dare approach. So it really is he on the Shroud, and up to no good already. Thankfully, there have been no deaths so far, but it's only a matter of time before a merchant or adventurer becomes the first. I believe Ixoc Summer-June came over here in search of new territory. Thanalan wasn't to its liking. Now it's testing out the Shroud. It would appear so. I'll tell the other adders that you're pursuing the beast, and to land what assistance I can. I assume that's alright with you? Yes, sir. More the merrier. Slaying the bastard what matters, and I ain't too proud to accept help when it's offered. So, where it was last seen? In the South Shred. Once you get there, head for Quarry Mill and look for Lieutenant Golias. He's leading the search. Thank you. Remember, Lieutenant Golias at Quarry Mill. Best of luck. Alright, let's talk to the others first. Oh, I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I get that you too are in pursuit of the creature. Hello there. I'm guessing that's Lieutenant Golias. But who are those two? You must be Keshqua and Laverne. The Adder's Nest sent word to expect you, both. I'm Goliath, the officer in charge of this operation. This is Innocent Stork, who has provided us with vital information. A merchant and her employee spotted the beast on the way back from Moldau. She's also taken the liberty of assembling a team of experts to assist in tracking the target. At no small expense, I might add, but compared to the losses my business would suffer were the creature allowed to roam free, I deemed it a worthy investment. As our goals are aligned, perhaps you wish to join my experts in the field. If so, you'll find them near Roots Lake. I'm sure you'll get along swimmingly. Looks like we're late to the party. Let's go hear what they have to say. That fellow standing behind me? My bodyguard. One can never be too careful, particularly when traversing known trade routes. In light of Innocent Stork's considerable generosity, the Twin Adders have decided to let her experts handle the primary search effort in our stead. My men and I will provide support by making inquiries around the settlement and sharing any new information we happen to acquire. Okay. Hunter leader. Alright. Keshqua, what do you have to say? I'd say we found our experts. I think so. Fresh meat for the hunt, eh? Order came down to let you tag along, but don't get underfoot. We're looking for signs of the creature, so our naturalists can predict its movements. We'll then lay traps where it's expected to appear. Got themselves a proper plan, didn't they? Seeing as they're being so accommodating, we may as well join in the search. Loud music is loud, but I'm louder. Sign of activity. The dung appears to be of that of an enormous beast. Judging by its dry appearance and muttered order, it was excreted some time ago. That was a huge pile of shit. I like how it's called sign of activity. The dung exudes a foul odor. The lingering warmth indicates it was recently deposited. Okay, I'm getting there. These creatures bear the mark of enormous claws on their hindquarters, suggesting they were struck down as they attempted to flee. Alright. Found some things. Found me a few signs of activity. How about you? Corpses of grazing animals gouged by monstrous claws. Same here. Signs and depth of the wounds are consistent with how June hunts. Just like Dawntrail, it's killing not just to eat, but also to mark its territory. To show anyone and everyone who's boss. There you are. Managed to sniff anything out? Yes, sir. Aside from a couple of dung hills, we've got some dead wildlife. Most likely the word of June. I reckon it's close. Somewhere enough the swamp. We came to the same conclusion. This predator makes no attempt to cover its tracks. Clearly it has survived so long by virtue of its immense proportions, and in spite of its diminished intelligence. You got it all wrong. Left those marks on purpose, to see how it react. Are you saying the beast is testing us? That's absurd. The level of foresight and cunning required to even attempt to do so is far beyond these lesser beings. As for the corpses it left behind, those animals must not have been to its taste, and just using fresh cuts of prime livestock as bait. The bloodier the better. Once a creature has been enticed, surrounding and subduing it is but a formality. I hate to break it to you, but egg-sucked smudgeons way clever to fall for that. You're gonna need every trick in the book, and then some. Rest assured, I've considered every eventuality, and even if there was a merit to your advice, I will not let it be said that our success was a product of anyone's genius but mine, and mine alone. What difference does it make who came up with what? A monetary difference. Innocent stock offers better rewards based on performance. Alright, don't even think about trying to steal our thunder. We're the ones who will bring her egg-suck whatever its name is, not you. Listen, we're trying to fight large predators like these. If you've got any sense, you let us take the lead. Nah. And put all lives in the hands of complete strangers? Think not. There's a place in our strategy for you, so set aside and wait for further instructions. Fine, have it your way. If you're half the hunters you think you are, it sucks my June's good as dead, right? Well, they might have a healer. Come on, Laverne. Let's leave him to it. Nothing good ever came from working with people who can't trust. Even I know that. I press a button to quick, but I can't read. It's decided. You two will wait at the southern end of the lower paths. Be ready to give chase in case the beast escapes us. Not that it will. Forgot what voice I gave him. Sorry about that. The only voice I know is our dear friend, Keshqua. Which is the only important voice anyway. Viper should be the one to finish Ixak Majun. Probably avenge our brother's gnomes. But really. Doesn't matter who does the deed so long as the beast dies. It's gonna be me, obviously. Who else? Oh, for God, don't you think? You hear that? It must be the one hunting party. Came from the north. Let's move. It went far north, didn't it? Huh? Damn. There we are. That's bad. Real bad. I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but please, tell us what happened. It was watching us. One sheep? But a fresh lamb should draw the target out of hiding, though if I lace it with the toxin I brought, success is practically guaranteed. Toxin? We were explicitly told not to kill the beast, in case you'd forgotten. Of course not. It can be used as a sedative, highly potent, but only lethal if applied in excess. If you lack the stomach for it, I'll do it myself. Naturally, my personal contributions will be detailed in the final report to ensure credit is given where due. What the hell are you playing at? If it catches wind, plan's ruined. Shouldn't we go after them? Nah, I'll only make things worse. If that bookworm wants to stick his neck out for a few more gil, I'll sell at him. What? No! Ah! Ah! Well, that's a big boy. Damn. Gods of mercy, there it is! Stay calm. Nothing's changed, except the bait. Now's our chance. No healer, huh? Ah! At least he ran. They were screaming. I ran, but I could still hear. You were right, it knew. It knew. Qu'est-ce quoi? Laverne, by 12, what happened to you? The hunters became the hunted. The hunters became the hunted. I shall see that their remains are recovered and the necessary rites performed. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to return to Quarry Mill and share these unfortunate tidings with innocent Stork. Alright, let's do it. Oh, we get teleported here immediately. That I like. At least close enough that we can just walk over. Even with the sedatives, then some chance. If only I talked them out of it, this never would have happened. Unanticipated casualties, but it was a massacre. Egg-sucks monsoons grown bolder. Before, only hunted animals, lone travelers, preyed nude could handle with ease. Its past brushes with death taught it to be cautious. It's probably why floods were all in the first place, too. But just outwitted a group of armed hunters. Instead of running away from trouble, beasts went looking for it. This was sport. A game. It was having fun. Now that it's had its taste, it's only gonna get one more. My poor judgment invited this tragedy. I must make amends. Please, allow me to assist you in pursuing the creature. Even with other team of experts at my disposal, I believe my network of contacts will prove useful in gathering vital information. Keep the freelancers out of it and leave the hunting to us. Understood. I place my faith in your abilities as vipers.
Appreciate it, ma'am. If you turn up any leads, be sure to let us know.
I best return to the Owl's Nest and deliver my reports. It's imperative we inform the populace of the threat posed by Ixmajun. When I ask that you use Quarrymill as your temporary base of operations, knowing where to find you will make it easier to coordinate our efforts. Sure?
Suits me fine. Besides, got plenty to do here, like learn about this neck of the woods, the critters and whatnot. But while I have you, there's one thing I want to ask. How did Twin Adders get their name?
I beg your pardon? What does that have to do with Ixmajun?
Nothing, really. Just that us Vipers based our fighting arts on snakes, so they're as near and dear to our hearts. Might even say we got a reverence for them.
Is that so? I suppose we also feel kinship towards snakes. The name Twin Adders comes from a pair of white snakes on the Gridanian standard. While that imagery predates the city-state's founding, there's more I could tell you, though I fear other matters must take precedence.
Huh. With history as long as that, be here talking till the Parkers come home. Love to hear more about it, but I understand it will have to wait. I'd best get to learning what I can about Ixmajun. Will I see to that? Maybe you ought to squeeze in some more training?